Good morning everyone, welcome to Slim Chat. It's Tracy and it's a lovely sunny day. Makes you want to get up and get out there. So Gary's doing the garden, so he'll be getting a bit of exercise there. A bit worried about him though, because he's had a few more COVID symptoms than I have, and especially tiredness, and I don't want him to push himself too much because he does. And wow, it's just come really sunny out there, quite bright. It's a white kind of cream coloured house, and it just bounces back the light and hits me in the eye. It's all right, it's gone in a little bit now. So yeah, a little bit worried that he'll overdo it, because he has a tendency to do that, to go like a hell for leather, bull in a china shop, get it all done. But hopefully he'll not do that today. So yesterday, well, we didn't really plan, we didn't kind of think about dinner as such, and Gary wasn't feeling the best. He's been a lot more tired than I have. I've not really had any side effects of my jab at all. I had an achy arm, but that's because I slept on it. And so now, because I slept the other side, I've only got like a little, like there, I can feel where I had it, but it's just, I wouldn't even say it hurts. I've had worse gnat bites than that, to be honest with you, and I didn't really feel it go in. It was just the faintest of feelings. So I have had the best result out of mine. We'll see what number 2 brings, but hopefully the same, but we'll see. It won't be until June anyway, so. But Gary had tiredness, and I know he felt a bit flaked out, and he's been very quiet, so, and he was really tired last night. So yeah, hopefully he won't kind of push himself too hard. So we had just beef. Gary was going to put it in the slow cooker, but he didn't. He just put it in a roasting bag and put it in the oven. It was okay, but you know, it was just beef, you know, not wow beef. And we had veg with it. So we ate dinner, and we didn't go off the rails, but at the same time it wasn't our usual, oh, that was amazing. So breakfast consisted of a couple of chicken legs at lunchtime. So and dinner was a little late. So that was all really I had yesterday. Was a couple of chicken legs with peri-peri sauce, kind of impregnated. So it's not fattening sauce, don't worry. It's just like a little hot sauce. And then the beef and veg. So absolutely nothing untoward and naughty. But as the evening wore on, I found I was a bit hungry, so I had strawberries. And although I'm allowed those on low carb, I wanted to keep it at induction for a while, so that was strictly speaking not induction, but strawberries are permitted. And I had them with a little bit of sweetener on, and some Alpro soya pretend cream, because obviously my digestive issues. So that was the only carby thing I had all day, because, you know, I look at the back of the cream pack and I can have that, but perhaps not that quantity. So I went and wasn't naughty, you know, by any stretch of the imagination. And if I look at that, I probably didn't go over my tolerance of carbs. So it wasn't like I was bad. So breakfast today was just a goose egg, nothing else. Didn't even have bacon because we forgot to get it out. And it was nice just eating the egg anyway. So that's what I've had so far. And I'm going to hopefully do Gary a mushroom risotto for his dinner. But I have no idea what I'm going to have. No idea. I'm tempted to have that myself. But obviously it's rice and I shouldn't. So I will probably just get out some chicken legs and cook those and behave. I think Gary's got a hankering for an Easter egg. He keeps saying, shall we have an Easter egg? And I'm like... So I haven't given in to that one. But if he wants an Easter egg, he can have one. I don't know that I will, but, you know, I might. We'll just have to see how good I can be and whether I can resist. I think I can. So that's cool. What else to do today, really? Oh yeah, later on this afternoon I have to go and help somebody with like their iPad. Only show them how to put internet in it and stuff. Social distance, of course, but also I had to order it, so I've got to give it to them. I would as well, I think, go to the post office. I have something to return. I ordered a jacket for Gary from Next, and I didn't know what size, so I ordered 2. And I was going to take it back to the store. Just, you know, in your mind, you forget that you can't really just go in, because the last time I went in wasn't that long ago. And suddenly it was like, aren't they closed? That mic reminded me. It's like, yeah. So luckily I found a return slip, so I'll have to get that to the post office and get that back to them. The other returns that I had done that I got credited for were just things I did on a click and collect, and I didn't collect them from the store. So obviously they're doing click and collect, so you should be able to take it, surely. So anyway, I didn't collect them, so they just returned. And plus, when I first ordered from them, they sent them to my old address. And even though I'd changed my address on their system, so it was their fault. So they all eventually got credited back. So it wasn't like I had to take them back. They just automatically credited back. So yeah, you know, normally when I don't have any money, I can't stop shopping, and I keep looking at stuff and wanting this or wanting that. But it's like now I know I've got a little bit of money there, and I could, if I wanted to, buy something. There's nothing, absolutely nothing I want. And I think that's always the way. When I was younger, I used to go shopping to, say, Blue Water or Lakeside, big shopping centres. And like malls for you guys across the pond. And I would sort of go there with money, and I'd go home with that money because I could never find anything. But the time that I'd end up going with very little money, I would see so much stuff, and I'd end up buying all this stuff that I shouldn't have done. But it's always the way. Don't have any money, lots of stuff you want. Have the money, nothing. That happens to me all the time. The only thing I think I do want to order is a new microwave. It's not really like something nice, is it, for me? But you know what I mean? The one that we've got, we only ever use it to reheat stuff or make a jacket potato if we ever do them. And so, but you put a plate in there and it's so small the plate won't go round. And it's like, well, is it for like the borrowers? You know, Lilliput or something? Ridiculous size. So I was going to have the microwave from my house. It didn't really work out that way in the end. So, yeah. So I will buy one. I'll just get a decent one. So then that'll probably be as much as I'm going to get for the kitchen for a while. Because I did order a table and chairs, but they're taking a very, very long time to come. And then the microwave will be the end for a while, because I've got most kitchen stuff. Unless, you know, something goes disastrously wrong and the cooker doesn't work anymore or whatever. So, toyed with the idea yesterday, we was having a little bit of chat, of having an extension. Because we were talking about conservatories, and I said, well, normally speaking, our conservatory it goes all the way the length of the house, and then there's a bit at the back, which is normally where you sit. Because Gary said that how this happened, Gary mentioned something about a rocking chair. Wouldn't it be lovely to get a rocking chair? But we've got nowhere to put it. So I said, well, normally speaking, that's what conservatories are for. But our conservatory is used a bit like a utility room. So in there is a washing machine and a freezer. And, you know, there's not a very big window. So it's an old-fashioned conservatory, how they used to be when you hang birds, you know, once you'd shot them. So my aunt had one of those in a country house that she lived in. Sounds really posh, but it was. My uncle was a game warden of this big estate. And so they had this huge, beautiful house with a huge conservatory, which was like that. Had a furnace in it, and they hung their game birds and stuff in it. So, but it wasn't a luxury sit down, see the garden type, which they are now. So I said, you know, normally speaking, that's where you have your chairs and you sit and enjoy the garden when it's not warm enough to be outside. I said, but ours is just a utility room that is a spider den because, you know, spiders do get in there. And he said, well, why don't we have a conservatory built on the back? A proper one. So then the utility room would be on the inside. And I thought, that ain't a bad idea. But, you know, they're rather expensive. That's the thing. That's the drawback, you know, is the cost. So, unless there's somebody out there who makes them quite reasonably, not going to happen. Because you just don't want to go spending loads of dosh. Anyway, don't know what I'm going to really have for dinner. It will probably be chicken. I'm not really, at the moment, the one thing I'd say that since I've had my COVID jab is I don't have a great appetite. Every now and then I think, oh, I'm hungry, I need to eat something. But then I sit and I think, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. And it's kind of, that's the only thing, it's dented my appetite, which in a way, if you're on a diet, it's no bad thing. So I'm hoping, long may it continue, and it stops me from indulging in naughtiness. So I'm going to upload this now and get on with the day. I've got lots to do. And so yeah, if you haven't already, I did an out and about video over on Rocksteady yesterday. Loads of videos for Crochet Rocks. I've got a blog on there if you want to see it. I always put a link at the end to that. But if you are crafty at all and you haven't seen it, there's magazine reviews on there. I'm just starting doing those. And lots of yarn. Anyway, take care everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.